Hey everybody, welcome back to the craft room. I am so glad that you could join me today. Thought I would share with you some things that my mom recently brought to me. I've had them stashed away for probably a good month or so. But she brought this to me and she says, this was given to me and I don't know what to do with it, so here. Like, sure thing. And I just kind of stashed it for a while and kind of looked through it, but not really. But today I sat down and I went through it. And let me tell you, there is a bunch of interesting things in this bag. Or actually there was two bags. There was a Hobby Lobby bag and then this Walmart bag that had some yarn and some already started project in it. Now I can understand why my mom didn't know what to do because I myself am actually slightly clueless. But I did find a similar pattern online to what it appears that the individual that gave this to my mom was trying to do. And I think I can do this. It's going to take some modification and some finagling, is that the right word, finagling, on my part, but I think I can do it. So, let's start off with the yarn and the scraps that also accompanied all this. And it appears that there's two different projects going on at the same time in these bags that I received. So with the yarn, I've got this is a mess right here. This appears that it is a variegated color, but it is in a huge mess. And I'm gonna have to sit and untangle all this and wind it up. But there was this little scrap here. I've got a handful of other smaller scraps here of different colors and varying lengths and whatnot. I don't know if they're just, waste scraps or, usable scraps. I don't know. I've got this sparkly purple. I really like that. Here's this sparkly, little bit darker purple. And then I've got this neon green, which, heck yeah, I love that color. That is, like, amazing. And then either this is two colors wound together. There is an orange there and a yellow. I don't know if it's two colors wound together or if it is a striped ball. Who knows? Maybe there's a different color under that orange. But those are the, pardon me, I've been chewing gum. Those are little scrappy bits that was in all of this. I have, and these all appear to be like a 3-weight so far, I think. Well, those do anyway. Except maybe that one. That might be a 4. But they all appear to be a lighter weight than what I'm used to. I have this royal blue color that appears to be a 3-weight or sport weight yarn. Or baby weight. And then there is this Kabu. I know it's a Lion brand. I've never seen this before. Well, I've probably seen it, but I've never purchased any. It says this is a 3-weight. It's probably acrylic. It's what it feels like. It's really soft. Is it acrylic? Nope. This is it's cotton and rayon. 51% cotton, 49% rayon from bamboo, and then 50% cotton. But it's a pretty little pink color. It is called pale pink. Really pretty. Looks to be most of the skein there, or cake actually. There is this Yarn Bee Mini Maker Hot Pink. This, color is hot pink. The print is too small. This is 100% acrylic. I don't know, crochet hook, it says the size J. But other than that, I can't read it. But yeah, that's what it is. Yarn Bee Mini Maker. Definitely hot pink. That actually looks about accurate on the screen there. And then here's this little one. It says, I love this yarn. This is a sport weight. This is the colorway turquoise. Love this yarn. Sport weight. There's that one, and then I got one other one. This is definitely a full cake, and I'm super excited. This is a 4-weight. This is a mandala ombre. And the color on this one is Happy. Most definitely happy. Oh, I love this. Beautiful. Love it a lot. Happy with that one. Actually, I'm happy with all of this. Especially the different colors, the vibrant colors of yarn that was all with this. The other thing, and I'm going to start with these little bits here. I don't know what like I said, I don't know what the actual creator was trying to accomplish with this, but these little bits I have what looks like a snowflake. Not sure. It's crocheted really loosely too. There is this beautiful, oops, better not pull that out, what looks like flower with that sparkly pink yarn. And then there is also a purple heart. There's a pink heart. And then there's also these two hearts that are already attached together. Now the bigger one has a piece across the back. I'm not sure why, but there's the bigger one. The piece across the back is not quite wide enough to hold it, but then it ties on to the smaller one, which has a loop that has this strand through it. But there's that. Like I said, I'm not real sure what was going on here or what the creator was trying to do, but I'm wondering if these are supposed to go with this somehow. We will see what we can do with this to make this into something unique and exciting. Who knows how long it will take me. Now the bigger portion of this, there is a couple of things going on. I've got some unfinished ones, some unfinished ones, meaning they're smaller than the full size. And then I have some that are put together, and then I have some that have been added to and put together. Are we lost? Good, because we are. What I am thinking this person was trying to accomplish is what's called the peacock afghan. Like I said, I found a pattern online that looks real similar to what has already been started. I've got a bunch of pieces in this, ranging, you know, here's one that's just started. I think it should have at least one more row. There's 1, 2, 3. I think maybe 3 more rows is what is needed on this one, but I'm not sure. And then I have a couple of ones that are even a little bit smaller than that. They're just barely started. Oh, I think it goes that way. So see, I've got varying sizes of this project. And then I have some that are obviously completely finished of the peacock feather size, and then there's some that are a little bit farther ahead. But first, I'm going to show you what's in this bag of just the started and what I think is pretty much finished, because some of these are very pretty. Very pretty. And some of them are repeats on colors. I'm going to set these down so I can hold them all, because there's quite a few in this bag. That's really pretty. I think I might have enough. This one I think needs a few more rows on it. That's pretty. I like that one. These two, well, it looks like they attempted to put these two together. I think they go that way. And then snipped it because they didn't like it, because all these little strands are going to come out. So that is something that I will need to, you know, take care of. But I'm going to take all those out, so I will have the 2 separate little feathers. I've got this one. Here's another one. These are really pretty. This one looks like they were trying to do something with it. There's a big old long string on it. It's got a couple of loopies that they've done stuff with. This one's one that's needs a few more rows. Here's this one, really pretty. This one looks like it was another one that was attached to those pinks. I'll set it there because it's got some little strands that's going to need to come off. Here's a pretty blue one. I think that might need a little bit more, possibly. That one's cool looking. There's another one. This one needs a couple more rows on it. Oh, it goes that way. This needs a couple more rows on it. Here's another one. This one, Needs to be finished off because it looks like they snipped and didn't finish right there. So need to finish that one off. There's little chunks of food in this bag. Here's another one. Interesting looking. Here is another one. Here's another piece of scrap yarn that I missed earlier. There's one. Looks like the person was having fun making these. Here's another one. Here's one that looks like it needs another row or two. Here's another one, just barely started. There's this one. Hopefully the pattern that I found coincides with what has already been started with these. Here's another little bit that I missed. Here's a one that needs a little bit more. That one looks like it's complete. This one needs a little bit more. This one needs a little bit more. This one needs a little bit more. Ooh, this one's pretty. Love that. Here is this one. And then there's this one. And one more in this bag. This one obviously needs a little bit more as well. We stick these back in here and get that chunk of food out there. Oh, I missed one. I missed two. Here's another two that were hiding under the bag. That one needs a little bit more. I think that one does too. But let me get all these back into this bag because there's more. Like I said, there's more that they've already done a little bit more too. These have already been sewn together. And I like the way these are done compared to the way that the last ones I'm going to show you are done. I think I'm going to take these apart and do this a little bit better. I think they had the right idea, but it's really wonky and it needs to be a little bit tighter in my opinion. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these apart and then, you know, sew them back together using the ones that I have and the ones that I'm going to modify with the next ones that I'm going to show you. So I think that's one way that they were attempting to do this blanket. The other way that they were attempting to do this blanket was by making squares, but their squares are more like diamonds. So I've got a lot like this. As you can see, there's the feather here, and they attempted to make a square, which you can't make a square very well with something like that, especially when you're just making a square. So I'm going to frog all of this outside edge to make it squared down to the actual feather part, and then probably use these to make more feathers if I need it. So there's that one. There's that one. I love this one. This one's really pretty. Love that one. And then I've got these two they've already put together, which like I said, I'm going to frog these down just to the actual feather parts and reuse the outside yarn. This is a long strip that they got put together. It's hard to hold it up. I mean, it's not looking too bad, but I think it's too wonky. We need to just go with the little feathers and make more feathers if we need them. And this does have a nice string of yarn to it. I've got a couple more pieces here. Got these two squares put together. And then there's these two squares, which that's really pretty together. Got this square. As you can see, they're not real square. But if you were to try and straighten them out, it would distort the actual feather part itself. And then there's these two. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to frog these squares down and take these apart and redo these. And I will probably just pull these out at random, try and finish up the ones that need finished up, and just start pulling them out at random and putting them together. And should I need to make more of these, I'm sure I've got, with the yarn that was provided and then just scraps and whatnot that I have laying around, I'm sure I can make more of these little peacock things, because like I said, hopefully the pattern that I found is accurate enough that it will work well with what I was given. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed my little, I don't know what I'm going to do with this project that my mom gave me, and I hope you will stick around and watch and see what actually comes about with that. I do plan on working on this. I don't know how much or when, but I will work on this because most of it's already done for me. So thank you guys for joining me here in the craft room, and I will see you in my next video.